Okay, it says we're live. Okay. So, I'm just checking, I'm just refreshing. I've got YouTube over here, and I've got YouTube this way, and I've got Facebook in front of me. Hello. Hello, 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 everybody. Where are we going?
It's...
What's it? No, wrong one. Go into the album. Oh, there it is. It's a single.
Yeah, single.
It's a single.
Hey, you're live.
Yeah, I know. No one's watching.
Yeah, let me find you and promote you.
Right. It's promoting me. I'm being promoted. Oh, dear.
It's better than being demoted.
Oh, yeah.
There you go, you got 9 people.
My iPad's not telling me that.
I'm on now.
Right. Hello, everyone. I've just typed a comment. Oh, hello, Helen. How's things going up here? It's hot. Just so you know, it's hot. So, definitely should have made a bit of discount on my next electricity bill at the store this week being shut. I know the store's been okay because Lisa's been past a couple of times. She even sent me a picture. Still looking forward to getting there and making sure it's all right.
Hell yeah.
Hello, Cheryl and Robin. Hello, Nikki and Tanya. Robin, I hope you're feeling okay. Yeah, Noah is okay. He's still a little foggy. That cough's going to be there for a while. So we've got an extension on. He's got a music performance for, one of his subjects is music. So he's got a piano performance for Tuesday because it's assessment week next week at school. And we've got an extension on that because he's having trouble concentrating and his head hurts too much to play piano. And he usually practices more than 2 hours a day.
Yeah,
it'd be well and truly 2 to 3 hours a day he practices piano, and he has barely been able to get 10 minutes this week. Actually, for 4 days he couldn't even stand the sound of the piano. So hello, Ronnie. Okay for now. That's good, Robin. Hello, Sandra. It's not like I can come and, drop anything off for you, Robin.
Back.
So, yeah, we've had a huge week. If you haven't worked out from the conversation, our young man Noah has COVID. The rest of us still don't. We've been testing ourselves every few days, and we don't. But he's 15, so in Queensland, 15-year-olds can't be triple vaxxed yet.
Yeah.
So maybe that's it. And Amelia's only just had her second shot last week. So not only, yes, did we get wet at the shop, you get some minor flooding. It's minor flooding. We've been flooded major. In Cyclone Debbie, we were walking through it.
Our brick wall saves us from that water. It's just the water from the neighbour.
Yeah, it's the water from the neighbour pummeling our building. But the roof's been sealed where the landlord next door's water actually bombards our roof and our wall has actually all been resealed and got extra sealant on it just to protect us until he gets his fixed. We're giving him 3 months to fix it. So we've had a busy week this week. We did robot antics this week in the Creative Family group in our weekly kit. So we did a card. So we did kind of like an inchy card. These are like 1.25 inches, I think. I can't remember. I've had a couple of sleeps since then. 1.25 inches, the inner ones. So we did an inchy card with robot antics.
I'm crackling again. Why are we crackling?
Why are we crackling again? I don't know why it would be crackling.
It's very crackling at the moment. Yeah. Thank you, everyone.
Is that better? Now that we've turned the fan on, off.
Just keep
So at the start of the album class on Wednesday morning, it was crackling, but I just can't work out why it did it. But it didn't do it at the end. Hello Marlene and Trish. Hello Mary. I haven't actually listened to the one I downloaded, but it was crackling on YouTube and on Facebook. Hello Chrissy and Karen. Hello Leslie. Hello Marge. Very crackly. It's very crackly. No, still happening. Hello Liz. I have no idea why. Let me turn this up. Has that made a difference?
Only when you're speaking.
It's only when I'm speaking. Maybe I shouldn't speak.
That's,
I'm just looking at the phone. There's nothing wrong with the phone.
I'm just jumping onto YouTube now to see if anyone's making a comment whether crackling on YouTube.
No one's on YouTube. But yeah, I played back. Gosh, it's hot. I can actually hear the crackling quite loudly tonight, said Sandra. I'm so sorry, everyone.
I'm just going to put up a link
Sincerest
to the
apologies.
YouTube video, and someone can jump onto that.
Can someone check if the YouTube video is crackling? Yeah. I did play back the one the other day, and it crackled for a little bit at the start, and then it stopped. Do you want to just go and see that they are not sneaking something, or they're not downloading something? I'm actually going to exit out of Reading Eggs on the other tab here. Unless it's something the neighbours are doing. Okay.
No, it's not. It's out.
So Wednesday morning, we made this. He'll put a link up in a minute.
To the YouTube I have.
And it is crackling at the start of this video as well, and I'm really sorry. I have no reason. It doesn't do it when Q speaks. It's only me. Really? Am I too close? But I'm no closer than I normally am.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, I'm sorry. Maybe it's because I'm a witch. Maybe one of my kids
It's
says
crackling on YouTube as well. Okay,
Yeah.
we'll put some bricks on it to see if it was 2 seconds speech. We can adjust it over time.
We'll try something else. Does it do it when Q speaks? Right. Hello, Dee and Kathy and Lee and Lisa. Yeah.
So that always swapped to my phone.
Thought it was the headphones. Let's try that. So we've made it higher, moved it away from it. You know what? The first time it's ever crackled is
Wednesday.
Wednesday. This class on Wednesday morning. I wonder if one of the neighbours is doing something when they know we're going live. I know which neighbour would do it.
You have been crackling for the last couple of videos. That was good then. Just keep talking for a second, Lisa.
Okay. So what do you mean by the last couple of videos? Like just the Wednesday one and this one, or Wednesday night? Because no one said anything Wednesday night.
Still wait a couple seconds.
I'd like to know what to type into the search bar to bring that mini album up, as I try many combinations of words and it keeps saying no results. When you put a link up and I use that, it takes me to a different Facebook page. It doesn't connect with the Facebook page I use. That was a YouTube link.
No, she's talking about the mini album.
No, but did you put a link up to the mini album
Not
just
yet,
then?
I'm about to.
Oh, okay. It's in the album. It was fine on Wednesday night, says Sandra. This is in the album for this week.
Yeah,
In the
Wednesday
Creative
nights.
Family group, it's in the album, the link.
Wednesday night's in the Creative Family.
Yeah. Maybe it's Facebook and YouTube. And you know what? We're using the same software. So this is the book we made on Wednesday morning on this page and on YouTube. Okay. crackling on YouTube too. Hello, Evie. I don't know who Evie is. I probably do. Actually, hello. I probably do know who it is. So that's what we did on Wednesday morning. And there is a link in, if you're in the Creative Family group, there is a link in the Creative Family group in the album. And it's also in the guide for this week. It's in this week's guide on the Creative Family group as well. So if you were waiting on this kit and Quentin knew about it, he has put your invoice through. He has put it through for you because the box with this in is sitting here in the studio. It's not been opened, but I do know what's in the box. So I was able today to receive it and put it through. And we will be picking all those orders on Monday or Tuesday or Wednesday. It's going to take its time, I think. Okay. What I've done yesterday and today. Yesterday was St. Patrick's Day, and it took me all day to do this, but I didn't get it all up. So these are just prototypes. These aren't for sale. There is product for sale, and what's going to happen is we will manufacture to order with these products. So these products that I put up today and that I'm going to put up tomorrow, we'll actually manufacture those to order next week, and then we'll put them back to stock items, like in what's in stock once we get caught up, because we can't manufacture now while we're home in quarantine, but I can design stuff and make prototypes. So St. Patrick's Day, and there's 2 vellums, like a green watercolor bubbles and a shamrock, and I made that vellum. That's a bit time consuming. And then there is Shenanigans. I've gone to design this Shenanigans, and it's got a heart. I know this Shenanigans a few times and had a few disasters. And Hooligan. We were actually behind the yacht Hooligan. It's a competitive yacht in Australia, Australian competitive yacht. We actually followed it on the inland road when we're heading to Tamworth a couple of years ago to a craft show. Lucky Charm. So I know St. Patty's was yesterday, but I designed it yesterday, and it's taken me yesterday and today. Then we've got a pint. I hope it's not crackling anymore. I don't know why it stopped in the video on Wednesday. It was crackling and then it wasn't crackling. I don't know why.
I'm just trying to see if there's anything in the settings so I can turn the speaker down.
There are more things. No, you can't. There are more things coming with this. There's a couple more bits and pieces. And then I've got, let's get a piece of white. This is the color cuts. I'll do the show and tell at the start. I might think of something to make while I'm doing that. So I was going to make St. Patrick's Day stuff last year and didn't get around to it. So I went, oh, it's St. Patrick's Day, I can't do it. But this year I just went, oh, it's St. Patrick's Day, I'm going to do it today. So that's the color cuts. And then let me put my bag. Then I've finished off a couple of things that were unfinished. I do have some other, like I have a gnome and a, what else have I got? I've got a gnome and some shamrocks, a hat, a few other things, picture cuts. This one is Dingoes and Roos, which has got quokkas in it. They're quokkas, aren't they? Quokkas are in here as well. And the file was labeled Dingoes and Roos. And I've had this is Aussie Grunge. This has been sitting there half finished forever. And it was just a really big file, and it just takes time and they get glitchy. But that's Dingoes and Roos. Don't ask. It just is what it is. With a couple of crockers with the measure. Then, still with Aussie Grunge, an unfinished one. This one didn't have words in it, but it wasn't enough to fill the page, so I added words. The other one didn't have space for words. This is Numbat's Crocodile. Full neck lizard, echidna, platypus. I just called it Aussie animals. Tassie devil. So we've got the names in 2 sizes. I think I've named them all. Echidna, platypus, full neck lizard, crocodile, Tassie devil. There we go. So that's that one. Oh, whoops. So that's that one. Then I finished off. I have been finishing a lot of things. So I've actually made stuff for tonight's class because I just can't go to the shop and grab some stuff, can I? So I had to design something new. Well, actually, one of them is a old thing that needed to be prototyped and fixed. So this is the kind of like a builder scene. These are like scene elements for Dreamland. So these are like the mushrooms and the tree house and the rocks and things and the swing. But you can actually add the swing like to a mushroom. So, and a few words because I had some space. So I did that. That was, well, I started finishing off yesterday. That's a huge file, so it's very glitchy.
I'm going to go out and come back in.
Why? Is it still crackling? Can someone tell me? You love cookers. Okay. Oh, I forgot the flare buttons. So I've got some pattern flares. And these have been on the drawing board for quite some time. No. So this is, so we've got fur 1 and fur 2. So this is like leopardy or something. And this is like bear fur. This is part of Beautiful Family now, I think. And this is basketball leather. I'm sure you're not going to be able to see this. I'm sorry about the light.
I've got my Facebook won't even let me get out.
Let's try that. This is basketball leather. This one's bark, camouflage. It's not our camouflage for Australia, but it's close enough. And cracked earth. So, yeah. I've been meaning to finish them, like to do those for a while. They've just been sitting there as, you know, an annoying thing. And then for, oh, and grass. Grass. Got one. So then, oh, that one's not. So then for, St. Patrick's Day, I think this is how these go. The bow's on its own, the beer's on its own. Get lucky, and I don't know if that's a nice thing to say, and the cupcake are together. This is the shamrock pattern that I made for the, with a little bit of green behind it for the vellum. I made that for the vellum. It's on its own. These 3 green patterns are together. The it's not really central, but it's okay. The rosette is on its own, and the gold foil. I'm going to hold them up. Of course, my piece of paper moves. So, yeah, I did those today. And Quentin puts a link up if he can get in there. Not so intense. Okay, maybe I'll just not talk.
Yeah, I'm just listening to the crackle. It's not as bad as it was.
Well, I don't know what's going on. Do you reckon it's someone nearby? I know which neighbours it would be. You know which neighbours it would be.
Yeah, no, I don't think it's that. We'll do a practice run tomorrow morning and see what's going on.
I don't like my chances of being able to get a new phone. So this has been in the to be tested file for a while. Like, I'm going to say a long while. So this is a mandala. So this is mandala 2. I put it for beautiful family. I didn't realise that the innards fell out of it, like came out of it. But you could use that as a separate one. So I was looking for something to use tonight, and I'm going to use this. So, yeah. I've only cut one. And I've been designing stuff for something else. Because, you know, that's what you do. And I did this. It's a family thing. Because I was making something else, and I thought of it's a family thing at the same time. So I'm going to use that. And it's small. I don't usually do titles this small, but we'll give it a good honest bust. So I've done some fussy cutting. Well, I kept that bit. And I haven't done all of it because there is, so I've got a third of a tomorrow fussy cut pad, 6x12. And like, I've fussy cut a bit, but I've got a fair bit left still. There's 8 sheets, including that strip of that sheet of words there. So there's a fair bit. Like, there's a lot. Let's just be honest, there's a lot. Oh, I wonder if it's because something's leaning on my keyboard, but nothing was on the keyboard originally.
No, I'm thinking it's Facebook because we're direct to Facebook on Wednesday.
And right. Wednesday night it wasn't crackling.
Yeah, Wednesday night it wasn't crackling, so it's not your phone.
So it's Facebook.
Anyway, we'll have a play.
Deary me.
It's the connection with StreamYard and Facebook together.
It shouldn't be because the tricky one is, I tell you where the tricky one is, and is groups.
The groups are actually more tricky than that.
Groups are very tricky because there's a lot of legislation and a lot of privacy. I've got a spot flare, beige spot flare from Beautiful Family. This is the paper it's from. Oh, don't cover up my palm. I'm meant to be reading.
Did you lock up the chicken?
Yes, I did that, mate.
I've got some green sparkly bubbles. They're the domey sticker things from a Super Studio. I've got a quarter of a paper pad. And let's pull this apart. So that's pretty cool. I don't know what I'm going to do. So well, I like this one. Oh, we already showed something like that. So yeah, I don't know what I'm doing, but I think I might do a double. I grabbed 3 pieces of cardstock. I've got embossed linen because I had a bundle of it at home. So guess what? We're using what we've got. And I've got a piece of gauze, which I forgot to use the gauze the other day, but I didn't really finish the album off. I grabbed 3 bits of cardstock because I'll need to map photos. Right. And I don't want to be too... I'm not going to use that. I don't want to be too obvious with how I use this. Like, I want to try and find a different way to use this mandala rather than just whack it on. And it's hard when you're using something like this on a double because you probably just need to put it across the 2 pages, but it's a bit of an odd shape, I know.
Looks nearly like a snowflake.
Oh, kind of does look like a snowflake, doesn't it? Okay, let's stick our pages together. Let's make sure they're the same size. And we're doing a white page, so let's flip the 2020 Kiki K calendar over. I'm not promoting Kiki K here, people. It's just, it is my 2020 Kiki K calendar, which was a bit of a misnomer because...
Your friend Tanya's excited about the double.
Of course, Tanya's excited about the double. Look at that. That looks better, doesn't it? Only problem is I've only got one piece of the chipboardy stuff in the whole calendar. Let's stick the page together. So what I do is I tack my, and I don't use sticky tape. I know some people use like sticky tape. No, you won't see sticky tape in my albums. I'm sorry. Double-sided tape all the way, and the good stuff. Express it, the good stuff. What do you know? Let's turn it over. My oldest son does that, but he's got longer fingernails than me. Sorry, I'm just thinking. I'll flip it over here. Let's do that. Let's just hack it. So I know you don't have this, but it is available. I've just put like 100 stock items on these products, like so that, and what we'll do is, like I say, we'll just make them to order next week when we go back to work, because we are going back to work, I hope. Hope and pray that we get to go back to work. So I'm sick of wearing shorts. I don't know how my feet are going to go putting shoes back on. It's a bit like 2020. Yep, not wearing shoes for months on end. I'm going to put the gauze here so I remember to use it. Oh, yeah. Let's have a look at it. I think we're using a bit of blue and a bit of green. And I do like this big dragonfly. I was going to cut out a heap of butterflies, but then I found the dragonfly. A different blue. And that was easy to fussy cut, hence why it got fussy cut. I just kept that one because it's pretty I don't know about the cream can, the milk can. And I cut out the leaves because they're easy. I like cutting leaves because they're easy. Right. It's a family thing. So it's a family thing. What sort of photos we could use with it's a family thing are photos of, you know, everybody in their, you know, matching Christmas pajamas, or, you know, your family has like a weird food habit, or everyone likes eating, you know, toasted grilled cheese sandwiches with soy sauce or something. I don't know, but you know what I mean. Like, I'm not being judgmental, sorry, but if your family has an interesting personality trait, put it like that. So our group text chat for the Redshaws is the Weird Squad. So we are the Weird Squad. We've had that for years. Noel was pretty happy when he got a mobile phone. He got to join the Weird Squad. Because he used to just participate on Dad's phone. Okay. Let's put something up here. Put another one of these general blocky things. Okay. Is it still making the sound? Crackling? I don't know if Quentin's going to reply to me because he's got headphones on.
Yeah, it's still crackling a bit, and it's really everything in the background's really loud.
What do you mean in the background, like your chair?
And my typing.
Oh.
I don't know what's going on.
But it doesn't do it on... Maybe we're in trouble because we've got to our limit of the number of...
No, I didn't do it Wednesday night, so...
The limit of...
Well, Helen said she doesn't have any crackling. The cracklers settled down lots here. Yeah. When I put my headphones on... But they're right, it's only when you talk.
Oh, I just want to talk then.
You'll have to sit over here and talk and put your arms over there.
Yeah. Right, that's going to work.
Yep.
Yep.
I'm going to get my finger out and do something.
Rightio.
Although I did have a proud dad moment today when we had applied for Noah for an extension for one of his English things, and the teacher emailed us back saying how astonishing Noah's assessment was to date.
It is pretty good. He actually said the poem for us last night. It's pretty damn good. For a kid that's, you know, doesn't really like poetry. I don't think we're going to use that or that. We potentially could use these. We potentially could use that and the leaves. So let's move the leaves over here. Shoop. Right. Problem is I get, you know, all excited and I put it all out and then I have to move it. Maybe I need photos.
You had your iPad on Wednesday night?
Yeah, I have the iPad on all the time.
Yeah.
Could I have some fakey photo stuff? Okay, let's have a look at these.
I haven't put up a link for the Savannah one we made live.
That's pretty. We could fill parts of the mandala with that. That's pretty. Oh, that's nice. But that's pretty. Get me two. Oh,
See, I'm well trained.
thank you. I really like this. But that's nice too. I really, really like this. Really, really, really. I really like that. Oh, that's nice too. Okay. Sorry, it probably crackles when I click my fingers. Make sure the feet are clean. Sorry. Rightio. So let's do let's try and fit 6 photographs on here. So let's do 5 3/4 by 3 3/4. I'm gonna have we're gonna have 2 fine mats on these. So 5 3/4 by 3 3/4. This is my fake photos. I've actually got really stuck using the fake photos. But the thing with the fakey photos with me is it takes a lot of the pressure away because I'm trying to think on my feet and, you know, I'm trying to design something on the fly. And it does take away a bit of the pressure.
So we're going to cut 6 photos.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to have 6 photos. And you'll see why cutting the photos down from 4x6 works well. So then let's get our white and let's cut 6 pieces that are, and we're using 8s. I'm sincerely sorry. We're going to do 6 pieces that are 5 7/8 by 3 7/8. Because we want a double mat. So we want the biggest possible photo and we want to double mat the photo. Because there's no point matting a photo on white if we're doing a white background. So 5 7/8 by 3 7/8. Our daughter got to go home from work early today because she won a really big contract for a boss. Can't say who the company is, but it's huge. It's really huge. I didn't get around to telling her brother about it. He was busy bleeding. About his day. Whinging, sorry. So then from the champagne glitter card from Kaisercraft, we're just going to cut 6 4x6 pieces. And that's how we're going to get our double mats. So 6 bits that are 4x6. And make sure this is 4. It's more. It's a bit smaller because I might have gone a bit far over the line. So the measurement is actually up to the line, not on the line or over the line. It's up to the line, just so you know. Let's start with that. Is it still crackling?
I'm putting my headphones in. I'm just trying to fix something.
Please tell me it's not.
I think it's not as bad.
I don't know why it subsided, but it did it on YouTube and Facebook.
Yes.
And it stopped crackling after a period of time. And I don't know what time that was.
It was a 3-hour class, but
Yeah, well, there's that.
it was a mammoth class.
So they'll be like that. Right. So let's cut the middle out of our photo mats. Hacker alert. We're going to cut the middle out to alleviate the weight and to feed our scrap boxes. So next week in the Creative Family Group is Scrapbox Week. It is the second anniversary of the first week of online classes, and it's week 12. So week 12 in 2020, we used our scrap boxes because, yeah, we did a little video trial and to do the class, and we on one day, and then the next day I think it was, or that day, we did our first. We started with a card making class from our scrap boxes. And I showed you how to make cards with your scrap box. They are actually on YouTube as well. So, and then I did a Wednesday morning and a Wednesday night class. So I went from doing Tuesday morning scrapbooking class in my store and a Wednesday morning and a Wednesday night scrapbooking class in my store 1 week in week 11, and then week 12 we used our scrap boxes online. I did do in my store, they were Wednesday morning and Wednesday night were the same. They were the same class, but it was always a pre-made class that I had designed ahead from kit. So yes, and then people go, well, next week we want kits. So then I designed some kits for the next week. And then people go, we want more kits because you sold out of kits. We want more kits. And, you know, we make lots of kits. We're meant to be releasing April's kits on Monday, but, yeah, we'll see how that goes. They're not fully manufactured or anything, but they're not manufactured really much at all because
Mom, how many photos
that was
are
this
you
week's
gonna
job.
cut?
I've got 6 photos. They were, yeah.
Just struggling to respond to that.
What? That we're going to make them on the Monday? Well,
Yeah.
considering that all the stock I put out today all has to be manufactured to order on Monday and Tuesday. I think we might have kits out by the Friday, maybe.
If you live in Gladstone and you don't like sleep, just come over to us and we'll talk to you at 2 a.m. in the morning. We'll show you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next week we might be living at the shop. And poor Noah's got exams next week. First up on Tuesday, he's got a psychology exam.
All I want to do is stay here at home.
No,
Yeah, no.
you're going back to school, Snooze. And you cheated handball.
No, I did not. You cheated him. You wanted
And
me
the chickens won't walk on the chalk drawings
On the driveway, no.
on the driveway.
to they weren't.
Inside the fence. It's the driveway inside the gates.
So they weren't pooped on.
No, they do.
Come on.
Our chickens have a thing about pooping on concrete.
If they cannot.
Especially after Quentin has hosed it.
Well,
They like to follow along behind him.
it's Christmas Day here for the chickens because I cleaned out the freezer.
Quentin, I said, you know, maybe we'll do a little bit on the deep freeze today. And he goes, yep, we'll do 10 minutes. And he ducks off, and then he comes back past, and then he's coming back past, and yep, he emptied the deep freeze.
if the chickens sit on the concrete, they poop.
Okay.
And
now we can go
just
on
because you
chat.
want to say the word poop doesn't mean you get to. Go on.
Come on, let's go find out what's going on.
See, I turn television off because it ended.
Well, no, who shows entered? So why don't you go and play Barbies while you wait?
You got some earlier?
So I'm just writing, these are fakey photos on here. The measurements help. It means you don't have to measure if I ever put photos on all these. Maybe I'll do that when I retire. I think the government has decided that Quentin and I are in the age group where we get to retire at 70.
Who used to retire?
Yeah, at 70. The government's decided.
When I joined the army, it was 55.
It was 55 when Quentin joined the army that he was going to be allowed to retire. But mind you, Quentin was 15 when he joined the army. 55 seemed old when we were
I'll be 100
teenagers. Right. Just trying to play the piano.
Yeah, it's fine.
So let's do a bit of sticking. Let's put our photos on our mats. So I'm going to put each of my fake photos on a white photo mat to start with. And because it's hard to get them to stick to the glitter card, I might add the glitter card afterwards. Once I know whether I'm going to put the photos flat or on foam, because then what I'll do is I'll use the foam or the flat tape to straddle the join between the glitter card and, oh, geez, what am I doing? It's not the right thing to do. Don't follow me. Jeez, lead you up the garden path. It's really weird. Quentin sitting over there with headphones on. Is it crackling?
Only very slightly.
I don't know what's going on.
Not when I talk.
Well, you teach the class then.
Be a bad class.
I don't know. I have heard the statement out of his mouth that he could do that better than I could once.
Yeah.
Or twice.
What was that, sorry?
That's easy. I could have done that.
Oh, I have never said that.
You did it about a week and a half ago.
Did I?
Yep.
Probably a lot of people heard.
Brave words from a man that still hasn't finished his first scrapbook page. I think I actually put it in the album unfinished.
So Dee said that 40 seemed old when I was a teenager. Now I'm nearly 52.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now I'm 52. I'm freaking out. Yeah.
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 Quentin's mum.
Mickey, what? I'm just going to hide that comment.
What's that? What did
Maybe
Mickey
try
say? Maybe Q is sitting in your seat to see if it is you. Yeah.
Yeah. I'd say we turn the microphone around, but it's attached to the phone, and then you'd be all upside down.
I don't think it's the phone.
No, I don't.
If we're not having issues everywhere we do videos, I don't think it's a phone. I don't. Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if it's YouTube.
The neighbours that I would say would do that weren't home on Wednesday. Oh, I think I've got too many photos.
Probably double page.
Jesse's gonna have a tea party.
Go and have a tea party in your room.
Oh, go and have a tea party with the Barbies in your room. You can turn your air conditioner on. Go on.
Come on, let's take the Barbies.
Can you help me?
Yeah, now.
I'm in a serious situation.
Got a serious situation.
Yep.
I think we should colour this. See, by the time where'd our photo mats go?
I'll be back.
By the time we add our little photo mats, See? Pretty. But I think we should paint these and our title. So I'm just going to scooch this off. Very technical terminologies there. Scooching. Right. I've got a messy man here somewhere. Ta-da! Melon, could you get Mummy some water, please?
Okay.
Um,
Dad,
yes.
you're gonna have to help me get Barbie's honey out. It's under the cabinet.
Barbie's lost something under the couch. Or
Cabinet!
under the cupboard. No. I need water for painting.
What about your water for drinking?
He brought me a bottle of water.
Have a drink of water.
Yep, I've got a bottle of water here already.
Well, have a drink then. Now you'll be well hydrated. Millie, I'll be back.
Huh? No, dehydrated. Dehydrated.
And let's get our gauze. Ready to clean up with.
Crackers.
Not those cabinets. These cabinets.
It's under the printer cabinet.
Well, you go take a good pile of stuff to your room.
And you try and get the honey out. Right.
Yes.
Oh, I found honey. Came out.
Well, let's use this sunflower yellowy colour. That yellow's still got black in it.
You know it's hard to get.
Let's just do the dabbing technique.
Ah,
So I'm using my Malt watercolours. I have no idea if we've got these in stock. I've had to be very careful because I don't want to be. I know I've got to order some stock, but you know, haven't exactly had a lot of income the last week and a bit because we got flooded the week before a bit. So but I also don't want to have stock just sitting around. I've already got stock sitting at the postal depot and I'm just a little worried that they're going to return it. And it was express freighted to us and the address was changed, but no, the guy just dumped it and didn't tell anyone. Like, it's just a bit dodgy. He was just going to dump it outside the door of the shop. He goes, I'm just going to leave it outside the shop. It's like, no. So let's have a look here.
Well, he originally told me he was at our gate, so I thought he was out the front. Or
Let's
our
put a bit of the
house.
lime green. Yeah. Because all the freight companies had instructions to just leave it at the gate, out inside the gate, open the gate, and dump it inside the gate. And then 2, the grocery guy knew what he's doing. He did the right thing. And he'd never been here before. Most of the freight ones had been here. Most of the freight companies had delivered to us during 2020. Because we just got a
Lots of different drivers now.
Yeah, different drivers now, but the companies still have the same instructions. So I'm just adding a bit of this lime green here and there. And I'm not being too precious about it. I'm just being quite, adding a bit of water here and there as well so that it bleeds out. I'm just trying to get it so that it's sort of a bit random and not too contrived. Like you don't want it to look contrived and like you made it go that way. Let's really water this one down. And let's put, oh geez, that's a bit bright. Dark. Holy dooly. We're going to water that down. Holy dooly. That's a bit much. Oh, gee willikers. Let's just add a bit more water to that.
It's very yellow, I think,
Let's put water down first before we add that beautifulness.
The price that you've got already built in light speed, was that done?
No,
No. Okay.
You need to calculate it all.
That's right. 'Cause I had to add the glitter card.
No, you didn't.
Down the bottom, I did. It wasn't in.
Are you sure?
Double check, triple check.
Because I did it.
It wasn't there.
Okay. Okay, now I'm just going to fill in some gaps. My son cracked up at me this afternoon or this evening. He goes, "No, I want to talk to Dad because you've got the TV in the background." I'm like, "I'm not watching TV." And he goes, "But you've got it in the background. You don't listen to me when you've got the TV going." I'm like, "It's because I'm fussy cutting." No, you're watching TV. I'm like, "You ring when I'm fussy cutting for a class, mate." So hence, I'm probably not going to be concentrating fully, but I will try and give you my undivided attention. Well, you just don't answer me quick enough.
It's the same when I'm cooking dinner. You take too long to answer me when you're cooking dinner. It's because I'm cooking dinner.
Yep, you must be watching that TV. I'm like, it's not. It's just noise in the background. I do like noise in the background. At work, sometimes I just have something on YouTube or, instructions on how to use software or music or something. We have music on a lot at work. And yes, he does get rather upset. Let's put it with this glue. He thinks I'm watching TV and I'm not. I'm fussy cutting. So I'm trying to fussy cut. I'm sure you're watching TV. No. Although it's really bad because we all know the Walker Texas Ranger song. But I'm going to say it is such a mindless show. It is so good for designing product. You want to design product, you just have it going in the background. It is just so mindless. It's awesome. I'm loving it.
It is. All you get is the sound effects of the karate moves.
People in Texas must fight a lot.
Yeah, that's what it is.
They just go around punching each other up. Well, they did.
I was just bopping to the song.
Yep. Rightio. That's not bad.
It's quite disturbing that we know the song.
Yep.
Considering that maybe it was made in like the early 90s.
I don't know. I wonder.
It's got to even set up the phone for the pool for the noise. Bugger. Sorry, Helen. We'll just we have to work on it tomorrow. And see
What's
what we
that?
come up with this crap on.
What'd you say? Yes, Spotify. Scott even sets up the phone for the pool.
Oh, she's saying Spotify outside. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good to have noise in the background. Sorry, I was misunderstanding.
Sorry, I just lost a heap of stuff off my page. I'm just trialing. I'm just going to try something. Quentin, could you just come around and just take some of this superfluous crud away?
Oh, actually,
Electronic stuff.
stuffy do that. Yeah.
Yeah. And here, just put these on the dining table. Just take these hard drives away.
I think you've pulled the lights out.
Yep, pulled out a light. Sorry, everyone. I'm just having a go at removing some additional.
Hang on.
Take that away. Take it to the other end of the house.
Yeah, I'm
There's an FPOS machine in the room. We're just trying to remove whatever the interference is. Because the FPOS machine has its own 3G network. The crackling has stopped.
Just then, or
I wonder what it was.
more than likely the FPOS machine.
Okay. So it could be that he's only just taken the FPOS machine, but D had already put that comment up. So it could have been. No, but that machine's not hooked up to Wi-Fi.
It did stop after a while we were on Wednesday too, so it can't have been investigating.
Did it do it last Friday night? I didn't notice it in last Friday nights when I played it back.
It was only this Wednesday morning.
Wednesday morning and tonight.
Tonight,
So you have to be careful when you're heat drying things that you don't burn the paper, because remember, paper and cardstock burns really, really easily. But don't move it, because I've really wet this, and if I move it, so don't do this on plastic, because otherwise you're just going to have to sit it aside to dry. You can't heat tool on plastic because it really melts and it smells really naff. But yeah, you can't move it because it's a bit pulpy. Liz said it's less now, but it's still there. Oh, it's still wet. Okay, so I need some gossip here. Sandra, you still here? Sandra is a mad keen NCIS fan, and I have heard that there's going to be an NCIS Sydney. Who, like, is it going to be the same characters or different people? And they're not going to have dodgy has-beens, are they? Please tell me it's not going to be dodgy has-beens like when they try to bring other cool, awesome American crime shows to Australia and they pick some dodgy, you know, wanting to restart their career person and it ends badly or just ends. But I thought Sandra might know because she's the guru. I just saw an ad for it. Noises. The
Could have
noise
Kyle
is-
Sandland in it. He was looking to revive his career.
OMG, NCO Sydney, that is awesome, says D.
Yeah.
I haven't heard anything about it, says Sandra.
I don't think it'll be Kyle Sanderlands, Quentin. He's not that kind of an
He'd be the best.
celebrity. Yeah. Yeah. His brother is so lovely and so nice. Mott was at a meeting with Kyle's brother the other day. They're on a board together. It's just like they're on a scouting board.
Chalk and cheese.
Chalk and cheese. Could I have my iPad charger back? Because my iPad is nearly flat. I didn't realise how much reading eggs had taken out of it today.
Anything that's going to make it crack, it'll be that heat tool.
Yeah. I don't keep it plugged in. Hopefully that doesn't make it crackle again, but I have this on charge all the time. Okay, so let's move this somewhere else. Let's just drag it over the top. Just going to put this up the top. Yeah.
It's supposed to be homegrown talent, says Cheryl Parnell.
That scares me.
I'm watching NCIS and you also, says Marlene B.
Love your work, Molly. We don't.
Well,
Can I say something? I get really annoyed. So we stopped watching NCIS because they got almost to the end and then they went back again. And it sort of drives me nuts when they do that because I want them to play it through, not go back. Like, we committed to watching all the seasons in a row and then all of a sudden they just went right back to the start. And I'm like,
we got to watch out for Jag. It'll be ending soon.
Yes, and you know what? In all the years that I've watched Jag,
we've never seen
the very last episode.
We could probably look it up on Netflix or something.
We've seen bits of it on Netflix, but so just add a bit more of the teal and the yellow. Just on the gauze. I'll just start drying it. You can guarantee, I actually can guarantee what some of the topics are going to be, because a lot of the NCIS's actual episodes, like the topics, are things that actually happen in the military. So, yeah.
What was that? One less prisoner to go on the plane.
Don't say that out loud. That's not nice. Oh, they've already done that. I think they've already done that. Someone did that already.
The sound is good now, says Dollar. Yeah, I just put the $1 million back up because I noticed someone asked earlier and I'm sorry I missed it.
Maybe it's because I've now got the iPad on charge. Maybe I need to charge the iPad at the same time.
Maybe we just need to get our Facebook.
It's not Facebook. It's on YouTube as well.
Yeah.
And it can't be the software because it's the same software that feeds us when we do in a group.
Yeah.
I don't want to buy a new phone. I just don't want to buy a new phone.
Try using my phone, but it's cracked like me.
Your phone's older than mine, and it's not as strong and it's not as big. And it's bigger. Quentin's got a bigger screen than me. Oh, sorry. That wrinkly sound, that's a secret new product. We are going to put that up for pre-order in the Creative Family, in the Beautiful Family retreat group, aren't we? We don't have to do anything to it except package it.
Yep.
when we're allowed to.
Much better now. Yep. We can do that.
I've got a prototype piece.
I got it. Yeah.
It's my prototype, but the actual stuff has arrived in a box. So my prototype is here. Was here, and yep. Okay, what are we going to do next? Let's leave that to dry. Up here as well. Let's bring our page back. I'll clean my fingers a little bit more. I can't put this up the top. Much better now. Well, I don't know what happened. Maybe I need to charge the iPad. Jeez. Gee willikers.
You just didn't have all your fingers and toes crossed. Did you?
Yeah, right.
There is a bell now.
Breathe in, craft out.
Yep. Vicky out.
If you're in a podcast, you want to listen to a good podcast, it's called Craft-ish by Vicky Howe, and it's really, really awesome. She interviews people in craft industry, and what's that?
I was just wondering what you're cutting and I haven't typed.
Oh, it's just this piece here.
Okay.
I'm just cutting the gluey bit off the top. Because I don't like
see
to
what all
glue
the yelling was about from the little end of the house.
from the little person.
Yes. Yes, we do recommend this podcast. Hopefully she's still going.
Oh, she's great. Do love Vicky Howe's podcast. Really good. And we don't get anything for saying that, other than just the pleasure of knowing that people listen to her great podcast. Okay, so what I'm going to do is this one that's up the top up here. I'm just going to do a little bit of construction. Just a little. So we're going to work our way around and construct as we go. We're going to do what we know and then build the rest around it, kind of. I'm not exactly going to stick it down, but I'm going to do some building.
It's bad when she has to move the tea party because the cat was joining in.
With Missy in the tea party.
Yeah.
Missy does like a good tea party. She does love a good tea party. Does Missy now?
Cat seriously thinks it's a yen.
She thinks she's a chicken too.
Mm.
Gets in the chook yard. She eats the chook food.
She wasn't real keen on the ice that I put out in the yard this morning.
She tested it, but didn't she?
Yeah, she went over and licked it. You never know.
It could be food. It could be yummy. She's just an interesting little cat. So I'm standing in Noah's doorway this morning, just doing, a welfare check. Are you okay? How are you going? Are you okay? And Missy skulks in the room. I said, oh, Missy's in your room. And he goes, no, she's not. I'm like, yep, she just skulked in your room. She's under your bed. And he's like, no, I don't want her in here. She gets under the bed and she just dingles the bell. She knows how to be annoying, that kitten. So I'm going to put this one flat. Oh God, I've got the Texas Ranger song in my head.
Well,
with the backup of NCIS, the beat from NCIS. That's really bad.
Texas Ranger song. Is that him singing?
It is him singing. I'm sure it's Chuck Norris singing.
Sorry.
So I'm just thinking if we overlap that like that, and then this one we'll put on foam, like here.
Well, there you go. Cheryl's got all the goss.
Oh, what's the goss, Cheryl?
So Shane Brennan, the NCIS writer, producer, married a girl from a small town of Inglewood in Victoria.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. So, anyone watch Jag? If you watch Jag, you know Mikey, Bud's little brother. He is the son of the owner of NCIS and Jag.
No wonder he gets so hard in the show. Seriously, why couldn't my dad be that talented? Imagine an acting career I could.
Your dad had talents, but they're not talents we're going to talk about on Open Facebook.
You're mistaking talents with form
And spite.
and spite.
So I'm going to put this on foam. And that's going to go there. We might line those two up. And then when we put our mandala here, it'll look all lovely. That's the plan.
Lovely.
That's the plan. And I've just trashed this one over here. Let's check if we've got a bit of mandala that's dry. Dry mandala. Dry.
I haven't used any of that pretty bait yet.
I'm thinking I'd really like to use some. My iPad's glitching.
Maybe yeah, that's the case.
He's not FaceTiming his friends, is he?
No, his phone's on the table.
Are you sure?
Yeah, he's probably not studying. He's probably using that device. He must be feeling better. He grinned at me. He's filling out study for religion forms.
What for?
He's what's the name? He must have printed them earlier or something. Very out of a regular car sheet.
Oh.
Studying.
Okay, so this piece. I'm just gonna get the, the yucky glue bit off.
I couldn't believe that's PVA.
What's that?
It's PVA.
I know. Wonder if that means that they'll film it in Englewood. Oh, not Sydney. NCIS Sydney. Oops.
I don't think NCI single would be.
Why not? I'm gonna say NCIS Sydney. Like, I'm gonna say I've worked at the inner city, and I bet you. Yeah, it's meant to be on a military base, and I'm going to say it's a dingy damn military base, the city one, the one in the city. I've worked there, and I'm going to say it's not that exciting. Next to nothing happens there. Might be the occasional ride over a crappy lunch at the mess hall, but I'm going to tell you,
I think they're rather quiet than,
there's not much military. There's more military in the city in Brisbane than what there is in Sydney. Because the Nogra is like really close to the
I don't know if there's many barracks left in Brisbane besides Anogga. The one in the
no,
city's gone.
because Kelvin Grove is now a university campus.
Yeah.
It's a visual art. So visual art is in the old barracks at Kelvin Grove. And the rest of the land is all.
I don't know if they've still got one out at Banya or not. They used to have a big thing out at Banya for storage. Belinda's no longer there, I don't think.
Oh, unless so NCIS is on a Navy yard, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Well, there is a Navy yard, King's Cross, HMAS Cuttable. It's not a Yagi yard. It's a
Navy base.
Navy base. HMAS Cuttable.
That's what they would have been filming when they come over and did the Jag stuff. Yeah.
HMAS Cuttable.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we were really close to the no, because ADF head office is just beside and behind HMAS Cuttable.
Yeah. So
Sorry.
if you're watching the writers of NCIS, we're giving you lots of good ideas here. Just put our names.
Mind you, I haven't worked at the Sydney barracks. I think it's King George Barracks, wasn't it?
God, in 30 years.
Oh, not 30 years. Milton's not that old. I think we need to put this behind. It does need something here.
Needs a little something.
Needs something here. Let's cover it off there. Are any dentists tonight can tell Quentin to stop flicking his mouth closed? It wouldn't annoy him so much if he didn't flick it.
Last week to go to the dentist this week.
Originally, we were all meant to be at the dentist this week.
No, April. Yeah, no, it was this week.
No, we were all meant to be at the dentist this week. Let's join that up to the top there. I'm not sold. I'm not completely sold on it. Just putting it out there. I'm not 100% on that. Right. So one down here we're going to put flat. Oh yeah, it's a bit better, Robin. Not 100%. Milton's still not 100%. Milton's been. It's been a month since Milton was sick. He's still not 100%. He still doesn't. Yeah.
What did you get told the other day? 8 weeks or something till they got hot water? Or lift or something?
8 weeks for the lift. 2 more weeks at least for electricity. No ETA for hot water.
Yep.
But he is house sitting and Lockie is house sitting. They're both house sitting different people's apartments, luxury apartments in the city. So just gonna say they're not slumming it. The boys, they're whinging, but they're not slumming it. And let's put this one here on phone.
Must be windy outside. Our wind chimes are blowing.
Is it crackling now? Has it improved?
No, I'd say it improved earlier. So.
I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the internet gods telling me I've done too many videos. Well, I've got news for the internet gods. I'm not intending on stopping. And if the platforms that I record do my videos on disappear, guess what? I'll find other places to do videos.
Sandra doesn't have crackling anymore.
There you go.
Di said it's all good.
No idea.
Marlene's not too fussed with the new actors on NCIS. She liked the ones with Zebra and Abby in them, not the new actors.
Yeah. I'm gonna say, like the girl that's replaced Abby, she's nice, but I don't know if they should have picked people that were learning to act on the job.
That's harsh. She could be a
Well,
well-established actor.
Well, she could be, but I'd be questioning how much I paid her if she was. I'm just putting it out there, okay? She's lovely, but I must have cut the bit off that. But
Wasn't the guy that played Gibbs half owner or something?
he has a creative role in the company. I know that.
Abby was a very unique character, yes.
Yeah. But she did, some of the fans went a bit far. Like some of the fans take it way too far. What do you think about that? Okay, let's put this one on sort of foam. Okay.
Everyone cares, but when's the last episode of Neighbours?
People might like it, Quentin.
I don't think anyone in Australia has liked Neighbours for 20 years.
I don't know. Yeah, we don't watch Neighbours, obviously. We have no idea what's on Neighbours or who's on Neighbours. I'm sorry if you like Neighbours. I think Home and Away is still going. I don't know.
Yeah, I need a couple of house fires or something. Good stabbing.
I probably just did this week. Okay, we're going to put this on foam. But in doing that, I don't know if I'm liking this page.
Well, there you go. Cheryl Gear's coming to visit her son next month. So you're
Oh,
going to come and see us.
Awesome, Cheryl. Can't wait. You know, your last gift he had to ring up because he was so snowed at work. He didn't get a chance to come into the store. But he knows he can just ring me. And just organise whatever it is.
So there you go. Helen Maguire's never watched Neighbours. Lee said next question.
Well, We can
He
really.
hasn't watched it in about 25 years.
Neighbours wasn't on the ABC, so henceforth it really didn't get any sort of viewing where I grew up. But leave the mouth plate alone. Sorry, everybody. Gosh,
I know. How will I tolerate myself?
I don't know how you tolerate yourself because I'm struggling. Okay, so let's probably put. Do we want to put the baskety weave stuff behind the words? Or do we want to put the greenery? Oh, I just wrecked that. No, let's put the basket weave. Or do we want to put the wood?
There you go. Sandra's never watched Neighbours and only seen a couple of episodes of Home and Away.
Yeah. I watched Home and Away for a little bit when I used to have to sit on the lounge and feed Amelia after MASH finished. After MASH was over, if I was sitting there later than MASH. But, yeah. Not enough to... Although, what were we watching the other day? We were watching something the other day and Vinny was in it. It was an old episode or something. He played a soldier. A Marine.
MASH is good to watch. You never get bored watching MASH.
But we've never seen the whole of the final episode.
The series went for longer than the war.
Yep. Let's put this on this wood here. I like timber paper. If you can't tell, how many timber papers have I designed? I love timber paper.
And timber flares.
Timber flares. Oh, you should see one of the ones. I love that timber. One of my timber flares that I've designed for one of the April kits. Oh my gosh, I love it. One of the April kits has got, I think it's the first week in April. That's the first week in April, isn't it? We've got that designated for. And it's a pair of flares you get in that kit. And the last week's got a single flare. And the title I had designed for the first week is what inspired me to do this for tonight, because I was looking through everything I've got in there. So it's all sorted. All our cut files are all sorted, but then what we have is the stuff we're working on. So the stuff for the current retreat, the last retreat we did, the month we're currently in, and the month we're making kits for, which is April at the moment, is all in a folder together, like in an outer folder that all the sorted folders are in. And I was looking through that and came up with this one. Went, oh, that'd be cool.
Sandra's got the whole of MASH on DVD.
Oh, wow. We'd actually got the whole of Game of Thrones, but we can't watch it because we've got a small child. And Noah's probably old enough now, but the first episode he would be very upset by, I think. We have talked to him about it. We are going to watch it.
Yeah.
I'll do that at Easter. Watch one episode every couple of nights.
Just be careful not to binge watch things.
Yeah.
Apparently it's not good for your mental health when you binge watch.
No, it's not. I can tell you that, because I end up binge watching stuff. That's why I don't watch series on Netflix. If I accidentally end up watching a series, I binge
What was
watch
that last one you watched? The Heart Calls or something?
No, I haven't watched the whole of it. It got boring. Sweet Magnolias.
Sweet Magnolias, that's what it was.
Thank goodness. It's, you know,
And what was the other one with the Mountie?
Where Calls the Heart. I didn't watch it the whole way through.
Uh,
We're not even halfway through.
well, that Mountie nearly dies in every second episode, so like,
Yeah.
I've taken my mouth blade out now because I was flicking it with my tongue too much.
Well, you need to put it in or it's not going to fit. You're going to damage your good tooth.
There you go. Helen loved The Crown.
Haven't watched it. I'm a bit shy of series.
How many what do you call them? Not episodes. How many seasons are there in that one, Helen? We need to.
Yeah, Marlene, I'm with you. I binge watched Sweet Magnolias about a month ago.
There you go. Dee's addicted to Game of Thrones. Yeah, we've got a couple of seasons to watch. Yeah.
Oh, I love Game of Thrones, but it's just not appropriate for small children.
In no
Been
way is it
around.
appropriate for small children. Do I only watches the news? Yeah.
Mm. I don't watch commercial news. I don't watch commercial television. We don't watch much commercial television, actually. Oh, except for 53. Because it's
76,
mindless.
mate.
We don't watch only movies. We'll only watch movies on Mate, and because it's had Lord of the Rings on. We love Lord of the Rings. And you know what? I've made an almighty pooper, and I forgot to colour the middle of my A.
Oh, dear.
But that's okay.
That's going to stand out like
No.
the middle of an A.
No. No. I'm going to ignore it.
Definitely not for kids. Yeah, no,
Definitely not for kids. No.
Not even the 10 minutes of the first episode. Definitely not for kids.
No. And we were waiting for the next season of Star Trek Discovery, but now it's on. All Star Trek is on Paramount now.
Oh, really?
Milton already told you that. Remember,
We're
when
gonna
he
get a
had
better
COVID,
telly.
he got a he did a free trial just so I could binge watch Star Trek.
We'll have to get a new, when we get a chance, we'll get a new telly.
Yeah.
But not some 79-inch.
Right. So let's hack some bits out of this. Just trash it up. This is our Gorsby.
Not one single second of GOT is for kids. No.
Nope. No, no, no. 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 I want to know what I watched the other weekend, and it was John Black was killed in the first 10 minutes of the movie. It was on Netflix. It was about they killed witches. What was it? Oh, The Seventh Son. Nora and I watched The Seventh Son. Just a bit of time we'll never ever get back.
A lot of Netflix movies never get that time.
Yeah. We need something in here.
We haven't watched next to no TV this week.
No. Oh, I've had Walker Texas Ranger on there for the afternoon. Oh, sorry, I said a bad word. In the afternoons.
I still haven't cleaned Amelia's room up. Better get on that tomorrow. Seriously, going to need to tie a rope to my ankle.
You reckon Barbie's going to lynch you?
That girl can have a tea party anyway.
Okay. I'm going to tear along the top of this. And this piece, I'm going to tear a tiny bit off both sides, just so that it sort of blends in a bit better. It's sort of a bit harsh. Does that make sense? It's creating a very harsh edge on the page. I cut the glue bit off the one side. Amelia's been watching Barbie on Netflix.
She's a lot of a Barbie fanatic.
Mm.
Start
It's not like, well, it's the new Life in the Dream House as Barbie with the parents and, yeah, parents are in it. It's a lot more wholesome, I think, than the big party house that it was. Ken's still a bit of a moron.
the cooking competitions. So you had to get the chicken that breed flour to lay eggs. I don't know if it's any more wholesome than it used to be.
Okay. Well, I think Barbie's younger in this one than what she was in the Dream House, Life in the Dream House.
Yes, I don't know.
We have the Dream House, dollhouse.
Mm. We have lots of things, Barbie.
We already
They're all-
gave our original Dream House away.
They're all very sharp underfoot.
Yeah.
It's okay. A bathroom mirror now has a cat drawn on it and soap.
That's what you do.
What do you mean I can't draw on the mirror with soap?
So see this bit we've got left from where we cut this off? Let's tear a tiny bit off all three sides where the greenery is. What am I at? Oh gosh, I'm at 1 hour and 3/4. Bugger. No.
You don't need boot in your phone.
Yeah.
Marlene can tell you what happens at 3 hours.
3 hours and 15 minutes or something. 3 hours and 10 minutes. The phone goes, whoop.
It's had enough. Hallelujah.
Rightio. Let's start sticking. Let's just start sticking. Because I just keep getting in a mess. I think. I be thinking. Just over like 1/2 inch up from the bottom. And let's stick the mandala at the top. I thought at one stage about filling parts of mandala, but I don't think so. Okay. go up here. And I'm trying to use the edge of the page as a bit of a guide for straight. Probably not doing a fabulous job of that. This one's flat.
Oh my goodness, you're going to be busy, Helen.
What's that?
She's going to say goodnight. She's off to Brisbane tomorrow, then to Tassie on Monday.
Oh,
Back to
geez.
the Gold Coast for our wedding, our 12th wedding anniversary.
Oh, congratulations.
Holy.
Congratulations, Helen.
I hope you have some safe trips.
Yeah, travel safe.
Yeah. Don't be like Cheryl Lemon. She had a bad fall when she was in Tassie and always. Come home with the wrist and stitches in her wrist.
That's for later. So, let's put the ruler here so we can sort of see that we're kind of straight. Ish. We're very close to the edge of the page. So let's just attach that bit of gauze in there. Put that there. A bit of blue flower. Geez, that's not attaching very well, is it? Let's maybe get a smaller bit of gauze here. Sorry, Leslie. Looked like I was going to snip my fingers off.
Yeah, Dee's got her 13th wedding anniversary on the 28th of March.
Oh, congratulations, everybody. You're all...
My mum's birthday's on the 25th. She's 70, isn't she?
Yeah, your mum's 70 on...
25th of March.
Yep, Friday. Your mum will be 70.
Not this Friday, next Friday.
Is Friday coming?
Crackers. Oh, today is Friday. Oops. I'm kind of not keeping up with the game, am I?
Nope. Just being honest.
Thanks, dear. Brutal honesty. I'll look you up any time.
No point sugarcoating it. Let's cut this button in half. A bit of button there. Stuck a bit of leaf here. Making sure we don't go across the boundary. hope we stuck that down well. Yep. Yeah, I snip that in half. Get that little guy there. Rightio.
Right, Dee. It just zooms on past.
Oh. Yeah. Yeah. Someone tell me where the last almost 30 years went. Holy dooly. I think it disappeared with your hair, dear.
That disappeared when Naomi was born.
Nah, it was going thin before that because I remember having to buy that stop your hair thinning shampoo, which your son is now buying.
Yep. I told him Christmas time, I said, you only got a couple of years left, enjoy it.
You only stopped using it because I stopped buying it. Because I refused to buy it because it wasn't working. I told the hairdresser what I thought of her. Filling my husband with false hopes and dreams. Oh, but a man of his age. I said, bugger a man of his age.
My father had more hair than me when he died, and after having chemo for 12 years. Anyway, must get my beautiful baldness from my mother's side.
Your grandfather had more hair than you too.
Thanks, dear.
Okay.
All the stress of having used that. The burden of carrying this family.
I thought you said bird, and then it started making me think about the people across the road and their bird cage
Oh,
last
last
night.
night, 8:30, they're trying to put a bird
It
cage
was
together
9:30.
with a bloody rattle gun thing.
No, they were trying to take it off the trailer.
Was it, underneath the carport.
They were trying to take a bird cage, secondhand bird cage, off the trailer at 9:30 at night in the dark. Like, even we're not that dumb.
Undo the ropes and back up and stop real quick. We'll take off forward real quick. My hubby used to buy something called Topic, and it was like painting your head.
No, this was special shampoo, and it's gonna make his hair thicker and expensive shampoo.
Didn't work.
It smelt like something had died.
Oh,
He says it didn't work now, but he was convinced for years that I'd ripped him off. But they were just ripping him off. It was just playing on his vulnerabilities.
let's change the subject.
In his early 30s, I started shaving his head. And he told people he was going bald by choice. It made him happy. So I need to cover this join and this bit here. And I need to line it up with this. Like, I want to cover a little bit of that as well. Do you know what I mean? Like, I want to try and get the maximum out of it all. Straight. Then we need to tuck this little one in here. I know it's covering a lot of that photo. It'll be right. let's have this gap here. So this gap down here and this gap here, try and make them the same. And these two gaps are sort of the same here. So these two gaps are sort of the same. Just trying to have some things the same so it doesn't look too chaotic. What are you laughing about?
Dee's last comment.
What?
She's laughing really hard at her house, trying to think of all the things her husband did, trying to save his hair.
All the things you could do. Just. I've seen some women go bald a lot more graciously than a man. I'm sorry, Quentin, but it's true. Eyes. Yeah.
All good.
Well,
I blame Naomi.
I'm going to say that probably a good thing Quentin started going bald because it went grey. I think he would have had more issue with it going grey than going bald because it's really grey.
It's completely grey. If my beard's grey.
And I put a bit of glue on the phone because I'm trying to glue, I'm sticking through gauze. So we want to make sure that we sort of stick well through the gauze. Let's put the big heart up here. A bit of foam.
There's nothing wrong with shaving your head, telling Dee.
Yeah.
Better than having a comb over.
Oh, sorry if your poor husband has a comb over. My horrible husband here.
Oh, my father used to use that damn Brill cream.
So did my dad.
Come in a little red tub with the white lid.
I think my uncle still has shares in the Brook Cream Company. Let's tuck this blue flare in here. And then let's
Can I show them what I made today?
Oh, you can run around there and show them your Lego thing that you got today.
Yes, we had gifts dumped over the fence today by grandparents.
Oh, there's even some clothes.
And clothes.
Leggings.
Leggings.
Today I made this. It's a coral reef. Okay. Today I made this and it's a coral reef.
Is that what the instructions said to make?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Besides, look, there's two pufferfish.
Puffer fish, yes. Okay.
One's a big one and one's a small one.
One's a big one and one's a small one. Yep.
I even made a fox one day.
It's 9 o'clock. I should have that kid in bed.
That kid needs to go to bed.
I'm going to clean it to holy crackers.
Not that we've been getting up at,
I've been getting up every morning.
we've been letting the kids sleep in.
There's no point getting them up. Come on, get it. Let's go clean your teeth. Just leave them on there. So that'll be right.
Stick this leaf in here. Okay. So I'm going to put some foam on my other bow for down here. I make a bit of a mess when I create, I think. Okay. I think we're going to put more over here. We're going to put more here, so we'll come back to that. Let's do this one here. Oh, there's the button.
We're here to say goodnight to ladies
And gents.
and gentlemen. Good night, hello, goodbye.
Show me those teeth. No.
Don't
They need
forget.
to be cleaned out in Pandora. You need to clean those teeth again.
Let's go. Clean them again. Snuggles.
Puggles.
Mum's the teeth police.
Let's go. Snuggles.
Let's put a dollop of that there. And then we've got our little sign, which could be good for journaling. Kind of lose track of the days. What do I have? I spent the whole day yesterday designing product. I was meant to photograph my page from Wednesday night, and I didn't because I got so excited designing some Paddy's Day product and then didn't release it on St. Paddy's Day because I was too busy designing product. But that's okay. Okay. This one here. This is a smaller wooden heart. You're following along. So if I'm not going to use, like if you're not going to see the whole flower, I just cut it. Okay. Let's add some leaves because green is nature's equalizer. Colour scheme looks like it's missing something. It is most likely green, and that just completely went all wrong there.
There you go. Marlene says that she was 55 when she got her first dose of chemo and lost her hair. Came back great. Second lot at 67, lost it again. Now silver. Silver might have saved a lot of money not colouring it.
Yeah. Okay, let's stick our dragonfly on because I've got to use it.
Because you fussy cut it.
I cut it out. I'm going to use it. Oh, actually, that looks better.
you end up using that flare or not?
Yeah.
I'll add that to the equation. What did you say that flare was called?
Spot, beige spot. It's not in the inventory yet.
Oh, that's
It's going in tomorrow. It's not going live tomorrow. Oh, I might actually make this particular flare live so you can buy it. If you want to. But it's not meant to until Beautiful Family goes live. Which is now not until a little bit in April. Okay. I'm going to just get a bit of gauze. Sorry, my head's in the way. Oh yeah. I love these leaves. I'm hoping to get another set of just leaves colour cuts done before I get to come out of quarantine. But I'm just going to say I'm not staying in quarantine any extra just to make the leaves. Sorry. If I don't get them done, I don't get them done. They're at least in my notebook. I am working on some other products for Tanya Duffy. But they're ones that I've had on the drawing board for a while. Oh, we need a bit of gauze. Okay. So see how I've just put the excess bits of leaf, excess bits of flower, and just tuck them behind places. Right. This other bit of button. Rightio. How's that? Let's just get a bit of glue behind some of these bits. I just don't want this to come away too much when we cut it. Get the foam on there. Oh, I didn't use my bling yet.
Decent, it's so beautiful.
That's on the thing, but not in the equation. You found the mandala. So this mandala we've got for only $4.95, and that includes that middle bit. This bit, because you got that as well. And the title I did for $1.25 because it's that's little.
God, the YouTube videos way back when Amelia was showing a later.
Yeah, YouTube can be way behind. Oh no, my YouTube's right up. My YouTube's at the same place. My YouTube is further ahead than my Facebook. So let's put that back out there. Just give it a rough haircut. Just texturizing it. There we go.
Absolutely gorgeous, says Di Dixon. The colours are gorgeous, says D.
These little medium-sized ones. Oh no, that looks naff.
Yeah.
It's a turn.
Such a gorgeous layout, says Marge. I think we had a lot of people got frustrated with the noise, with the audio at the beginning. So.
I'm very sorry, but I think it's going to be exactly the same.
Right,
It's going to be exactly the same at the when you watch it back later.
Yeah.
Because that's the only way I knew it was crackling from Wednesday. Because I don't think anyone said it was crackling, did they?
Might be when we split into YouTube as well as something.
No, well, it didn't do it last Friday night.
It's not an update we have to do somewhere.
I just updated my phone this week. I'll double check that there's not a new update for the phone.
I love this layout. It's beautiful, says Marlene.
So you could cut these off at the front, but it is much better to turn it over, the page over, and cut them out on the back using the edge as a nice straight line. I like using this linen emboss that we have because it's nice and robust. It's 280 GSM. Gives a nice, robust, strong layout.
Penny Duffy said that she loves the double page. Well, she said love, love, love this double page.
I have to admit, I used to do a lot of double pages, but then you really couldn't do them for classes. When I do a double page class, I get hardly anyone turn up. Because I didn't want to have to pay extra. But do you know my single page classes were $17 in my store, including all materials? And if we used a spray or an ink or a stamp or a dye, we used mine. You didn't get to take it home, but you got to use my sprays and inks and stamps and all that. And double pages were $22, and a card class was $17. But yeah, so oh well, here's what it is. better. There we go. What do we think? I like it. I was a bit worried at one stage, at a few stages, but there we go. That is our finished layout. It's crooked.
That's good.
There we go. Okay, so that's our finished page.
Naomi's in tomorrow.
So Naomi's in the Creative Family Group, Scrapbook Fantasies Creative Family Group, and she's doing mixed media at 9:30 tomorrow morning, Queensland time. And then we'll be back on Tuesday night in the Creative Family Group, card making. Oh no, Tuesday morning at 9:30, card making from our scrap boxes. I used to pay $15 for one page.
Yep.
So yeah, well, $17 for a single page and $22 for a double. So yeah, I don't know what name is doing in mixed media tomorrow.
She didn't give me any hints.
Oh, there we go. Whoopsie.
Last week was
She's painting tonight.
did,
She's painting
did
tonight.
the landscape thing last week, blew me away.
Yeah, yeah. So there we go. Crackles are hardly there now. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with those crackling.
We'll check on updates.
We'll check updates. We will check everything we possibly can and see if we can find a reason. So I will see you all tomorrow morning in Naomi John's, or Quentin will see you in Naomi John's mixed media class at 9:30 tomorrow morning. So take care, stay safe. Love yous all, and really hope we're back on board on Monday. Well, actually, the store is closed on Monday. So hopefully we come out of quarantine sometime Sunday or Monday, and the store is closed on Monday because we need to clean. Because the last time the store was open, Noel was there working. So we have to clean on Monday, and then we'll reopen on Tuesday. So take care, stay safe, and see you tomorrow morning. Thank you. Thank you, Dee. Thank you, Marlene.